How are we getting on, folks? Luke here from LAGFX. We are back today with a new Sunday Sessions video. If you guys are new to this series, it's where we choose a few pairs that we feel hold good potential for the following week. We break down some of the analysis we have performed to give you guys a better understanding on how we are looking at tackling these markets. Now, if you do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or queries with regards to the analysis we go through today, then please leave them down in the comments below. Now, there's a few pairs that we are going to touch base on today. The first pair we are going to start with is the US dollar to the Swiss franc. This is a market that is predominantly bearish. Zooming out here and looking on the 4-hour time frames, you can see that we've been delivered with multiple breaks of structure to the downside. And I genuinely believe this type of structure is here to stay. If we look at this on the daily, you can see that this would be considered the neckline. Price has broken beneath this. Price has then come to trade and test this area before a continuation to the downside. Now, as we go down and we look more fractally, you can see that I've gone ahead and marked out some areas of interest. So this could have been a potential short position that we could have placed back on the 28th of May. However, I have gone ahead and marked out a more significant area of supply. As you can see here, I've got this order block marked out. I'd love to see price trade up and into this, deliver us with the confirmation we need in order to go short, and then obviously place those positions. So how can we look to get involved in this market this coming week? Well, I do believe price is within a corrective phase. So I would like to see price pull back temporarily down and into this area of demand here before a continuation in bullish structure. Eventually, price will trade up and into this area of supply. What will happen then is we will have a turnover in hands. So supply will be introduced into the market, demand will be removed, and as a result, we will see price reverse and begin trading those lower longer term. What you've got to understand is all of those that are buying in at these dips will be looking to take profit here, and all of the supply that's sat here will be introduced into the market. So as you can expect, prices then going to dip and trade us lower, as the supply in the market will massively outweigh the demand. So this coming week, I will be looking to buy into this market, keeping in mind that we have a take profit target up here, and we'll then be preparing to go short once price actually trades into this area and delivers us with the confirmation we need to get involved. So the alert I've got set here is at 0.8198. Okay, moving over to the XAU US dollar market. This is a market that we have traded very, very well as of recently. A market that we've not really touched base on, probably for the past 6 to 9 months. However, over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'd like to say we've really taken advantage of the price action that it's put in. Price has been playing out perfectly to our analysis, and we've been able to generate some amazing profits from it. Now, as we understand, this is an appreciating market. Gold is a precious metal, so we are expecting bullishness longer term, okay? Now, in order for us to get involved in those bullish trades, buying into this market, we need to look at dips. We need to look at areas where price can dip down and into before trading us higher. So it's important that we find areas of interest, i.e. demand zones, fair value gaps. So what I've gone ahead and done is actually marked out an area of interest here. This is an area of demand, so we can expect price to potentially turn around from here. However, just before the close, we saw that price did actually surpass the 50% mark. So evidently there's more supply in this market as it stands than there is demand. So we could see a continuation in bearish structure. The supply that's being introduced here is clearly outweighing the demand still. You can see here that there's a gap. 9 times out of 10, these gaps need clearing, okay? So I believe price may come down, actually break this area of demand that we've got here, trading into this gap that we have in the market, and then we will see a reversal to the upside. This is going to do 2 things. Manipulate those buying in, because people may place positions here now without waiting for confirmation, have their stop loss just below this area and get stopped out. So they've been manipulated in the sense that they've hit stop loss, so they've, essentially lost on this trade, but also manipulating those same people to think that, okay, well, now this area has been absorbed, price is probably going to trade bearish longer term. Now, that's not necessarily the case. We may see price break this, correct and test this area, and then continue lower, or we could clear this gap here before that turnaround to the upside. So that's why it's very important that we wait for confirmation parameters to be met before we actually get involved in these markets. And that's exactly what I'll be doing. So regardless of the outcome of this market, we will be looking to get involved, whether it's with a short position to trade price lower, or it's with a bullish position to trade price higher to create those new highs. It's just a case of waiting patiently just to see how price reacts to these areas here. But I am obviously swayed to the bullish side, just with this being a bullish market. Heading over to the Euro US dollar. Again, I'm wanting to see some temporary bearish structure before a turnaround to the upside. And you can see here that the US dollar is quote for both pairs. And we are wanting to see strength in these pairs, which suggests we want to see weakness in the US dollar. Now, if we go back to the US dollar Swiss franc, yes, we are wanting to see temporary strength in the US dollar. However, longer term, we are expecting price to trade as short, which would suggest weakness in the US dollar again. So just heading back over to the Euro USD, I am wanting to see price trade down and into this area of demand for the supply to be removed, demand to be introduced, and us to essentially have a flip in the balance. So again, gone ahead and marked out an area here. I've set an alert at 1.1339. I want to see price trade down, deliver us with a break of structure to the upside, suggest that this corrective wave has finished and the new impulsive wave to the upside is ready to take place. My reason for this, if we go to the higher time frames, looking at the 4 hours, this market has been extremely bullish. And we have taken advantage of this market quite heavily with these buy positions. We wanted to do the exact same thing again. You can see that we've had a correction. This would be the last protected high within this bearish structure. Price has traded above that, suggesting that this corrective wave has finished and the new impulsive wave is ready to take place. We were then introduced to the bullish structure we wanted. We are simply waiting for the same thing to happen again. We wanted to see price pull back, trade down, pick up demand before taking us higher. But I actually want to see price trade above this high here, which is why we have our take profit set just below this area, because we are expecting price to actually surpass this high to create new higher highs in the market. Why? Because as I said before, this market putting in bullish structure, just like so. Very simple analysis here on the Euro US dollar, but this is all that's really needed. And this is the beauty of price playing into our hands and price action following through as it should do. So I do believe this coming week we're going to see some great opportunities in these markets. I'll be keeping my eye very closely on them, ready to take advantage of the new impulsive waves that are being printed. Now, the final pair that I am looking at is the Great British Pound to the Japanese Yen. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide this analysis in the Learning Lounge group chat for those who have joined. It's completely free. Link will be in the description. It's just where we post our business updates, any special offers, and we kind of show off how we are performing over in the VIP chat on there. So it's a great way just for you guys to get more of an insight. And then obviously we provide you with some additional analysis just to help you guys along your journey. So if you do want to see that, head down to the link in the description, get yourself involved. But ultimately, guys, that is going to summarize the Sunday sessions video. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you guys have learned a thing or two. As I said at the start of this video, if you have any questions or queries with regards to my analysis, anything I've gone through today, my way of trading, my predictions for the coming week, then just leave them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I want to wish you all a very profitable week and I really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you all in the next Sunday Sessions video.